All right. All right, y'all. We are here. Welcome to another edition of Wake and Pack People. On a Tuesday morning, you guys already know what we're here to talk about. Uh, we're going to talk about our draft pick, Kalen King, today. Okay. This shit it's a mixed bag. It's like he got a lot going on. We're going to figure it out. Something's off, but we're going to figure everything out. All right. 255th. Now, let me pop my shit, y'all. Let me go on and do my code open. Talk about, all the things I need to talk about this player. And then, we're going to get into it. You already know how we do it. You already know the format by now. All right. So 255th pick. 5'11", 190 corner. We'll see. That's why I put DB. Corner out of Penn State. His whole story is the fall. His whole story is the draft fall. He was once looked at upon in the fall, in early ass mock drafts as a first rounder in a lot of people's mock drafts. So that's that. And he ended up being the third to last pick. Not quite Mr. Irrelevant. He's not going to get that shine, but damn, he was the third to last pick in the whole entire draft. So for him to be looked at as a potential first rounder at any time, and then he comes back and gets picked so late, I don't know. Something is a little off. I think it might be mental. But we're going to get into it. RAS score of 6.51. Probably the worst one that we've gone over so far, right? But it's cool. I mean, this was the third to last pick in the whole draft, okay? But here's what comes, I don't know if I want to call it inconsistency. Okay. So he ran a 4.6 during the combine, and he didn't have a good combine. But then on his pro day, he ran a 4.52. So we see it improved. But that lets me think, what's going on in your head? You're arguing with your bitch. What's going on this last year for Mr. King? And just to let you know, he is not kin, has no relations, you guys, and this is a good thing, has no relations to Kevin King, people. Okay, Kevin King ain't his cousin, ain't his uncle, ain't his brother, ain't none of that. He also does have a brother that plays linebacker for Penn State, a twin brother. So, but yeah, he ain't related to Kevin King at all. So anybody who thought that, or even, just had PTSD just from that name, Scotty Miller, end of the half, NFC Championship, the latter days of COVID, we lost that game. But, we ain't going to get on that. So listen, he did run the 4.52, right, at his pro day, which was a little better. And, he said, and pretty much, this does exist. He's a game speed type guy. That's why I said RAS, even the shit at the combine. Oh, is it how long his fingers are? Listen, it's all nice to have in conjunction with a good player / great player. But again, like I said, that's not the end all be all. The end all be all to me in football is down, said hut, a play is called. Let me see how you react then. Third down and long, pressure situation. Let me see how you react then. You just got your head wrong. Now you back in the next play. Let me see how you react then. So again, these numbers, we can't really stick to them like that. Okay, so listen. The things that fucked him over, because again, once looked at as a number one, the things that fucked him over. Let me take a hit, man. Shout out to everybody out there. Thank you for everybody's support. If you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and hit it, man. This is Wake and Pack, bro. And hey, we flexible, bro. I ask y'all, hey, y'all ask me who you doing next. I say who y'all want me to do next. You feel me? Hey, this is y'all show just as much as mine. So this shows how we can be interchangeable. And listen, on 420 HPOV Boulevard, when they zig, we zag. You feel me? You might have heard other people's point of view, but you haven't heard the higher point of view. And, we ain't got to go with the script. We was going in order. But it is just like my life and the way I handle shit to just out of the blue pick the last nigga we picked and go over him. And we will go over everybody else in the draft, but that's that. All right, so 2021. Just when he started, 13 games, but only started one of them. 23 tackles, 5 pass block. passes defended. Okay, decent, right? He only got one start, getting his feet wet, young buck, cool. Now, the 2022 season is the big one, right? This is where everybody started to say, okay, this guy could be a possible first rounder. Third team All Big Ten, okay? It ain't first or second, but I mean, it's something. Third team All Big Ten, and he had 9 starts that year. He was actually third in the whole college football with 18 passes defended that year, 30 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 3 interceptions, and a forced fumble. Now, that stat line goes along with everybody else that we drafted in this draft that's from the secondary. No, the numbers aren't better, but what I'm saying is he got so many different stats in different kind of areas on the field. Like, okay, he's a corner. We expect him to, okay, interceptions and passes defended, cool. But 3 tackles for loss, good. 30 tackles as a corner, good. 3 interceptions, that's what we want. And a forced fumble means he has some kind of physicality. So I think, if anything, and then again, he was third in the whole college football of passes defended that year. That was the big year, 2022, where I think he gained all his draft capital and possibly gained people of having thoughts of him being a first rounder. So, what ended up fucking him up, y'all? What ended up fucking him up? The Senior Bowl ended up fucking him up. Every past player that we talked about that the Packers drafted, y'all, we's like, oh, Senior Bowl, he balled out. We got the best safety on the American Senior Bowl, best safety on the National Senior Bowl. This nigga was getting cooked. And you can see it. Go look it up. He was getting cooked on the one-on-ones in Senior Bowl. And then, you know, he would say, hey, I'm better in game time. That's all cool. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You in front of a corner or you in front of a receiver and it's just a drill where everybody's around and like that don't really resemble football. It resembles the skill set, but it's like, I even give you a pass on that one. But it just seemed like, all right, so let me tell you what messed him up. Like I said, Senior Bowl messed him up, didn't do too good. Combine messed him up, didn't do too good. Marvin Harrison Jr. messed him up. Okay? Obviously, he's a consensus probably best receiver in the draft, right? But if you are once looked at, you know what I'm saying, as being a first rounder, this is the kind of guy that you will have to be able to handle and deal with. He's an NFL type player. Did not happen. I ain't going to tell you the stat line. Maybe it's good, I don't. But against Marvin Harrison Jr., that was actually Marvin Harrison Jr.'s best game of the season. Not sure if it was his best game of his career, but of the season. So that fucked him up a little bit too. So you got the Combine fucked him up, Senior Bowl fucked him up, and Marvin Harrison Jr. fucked him up. Another thing that fucked him up, remember the best year that he had that I just told you guys about, gave you the stat line, which did look incredible, a little bit of this, a little bit of that everywhere? Well, he did have a guy named Joey Porter Jr. on that same Penn State team who was the cornerback #1. So you got to think, of course, he should get those kind of stats because they not throwing the Joey Porter's way. And then again, like I said before, in NFL terms, Eddie Jackson from the Bears has not been the same since Adrian Amos left him. Sometimes it's that kind of dynamic, just like I told y'all. Like anybody we bring in with our team, it's not only who we bringing in, it's who we got around them. You know, we ain't just bringing in McKinney. Okay, McKinney got Jair. They gonna help each other out. McKinney got, you know, Keyshawn, whatever. You know, it's about who else you got too. So I don't know if that quite affected him. You know, sometimes it takes you a year or two to get adjusted without playing with somebody that pulverizing. And then again, Joey Porter Jr., legendary dad, Pittsburgh Steeler great, and he goes to the Steelers too. Good story there. But that's the dude who he was behind, where he had his best year. So obviously he's not getting, you know, like, of course he's going to get thrown at more and stuff like that. So the last year is where he had trouble. Okay. 12 starts, 29 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and only 2 passes defended. So for you to be in hopefully your best developed year, like your senior year or whatever year that was, right? For you to only get 2 passes defended and you're the main guy, you know, and you led the nation in passes defended the year before with 18. 18-2 is a big discrepancy. Now, you know, like I say, it ain't all about stats or sacks with edge rushers. I'd rather take the edge rusher with motherfucking, just real quick, 20 pressures, 8 sacks than the one with 15 sacks and 10 pressures. You know, the pressures can also turn into some stats that we don't know about. That's all I'm saying. It's not the end all be all interceptions, or passes defended for corners, but to have only 2 in the year you're supposed to be your best, you know what I'm saying? And the year before you had 18, that's just a big discrepancy. That's why I'm saying something going on. You was dealing with a breakup, you had a loss in a family. Like, it seemed like something, you know what I'm saying, is yeah. So I don't know, man. So yeah, that was the year. He did make second all team, all Big Ten this year. He made third all team Big Ten on the year he had a better year. So that shows you how much sense that makes. And then again, like, when it comes to him being emotional, because conference calls, everybody done figured out that he is pissed at how much he failed, and he is going to have a chip on his shoulder. But it got to a point where it got kind of whiny. Okay, hey, cool, state your case. Let that be the chip on your shoulder. You could look at yourself as Mr. Irrelevant. That's just your story. Hey, you didn't get picked in the first round. You barely almost got picked. So again, if like he said that's going to be extra chip on the shoulder forever. I sure hope so. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's going to be enough crying and shit. You even had people having your back. Sauce Gardner went out his way to say, oh, man, I can't believe he dropped. No, y'all, he's good. He's good. He got him defending him. He got our own Jaden Reed defending him. They played together in college. He was matched up on Reed for 2 years. So Reed is just like, oh, no, y'all. I don't know if he's being a Packer, but he might just be telling the truth. Jaden Reed was like, nah, man, this dude's a problem. So, yeah. 3 interceptions in that great year he had, 18 passes defended in the great year he had. His last year, 2 passes defended, 0 interceptions. That's glaring. So that's all I'm saying. I don't know what was going on with him that year. Mental health, I don't know. But just the eyeball test, he does pass it. Okay. He has good ball skills. He used to be a receiver. That helps. So when it comes to like 50-50 balls, obviously he's a corner. But, he knows how to position his body to like make certain catches because he used to be a receiver. But on top of that, he needs to improve his press coverage. Don't know if we're going to be using him in press coverage, but Jeff Hashpley uses it a lot. But he got burnt a lot in press coverage, and he did in the Senior Bowl. Also, he gets beat on double moves a lot. Okay. Something Stokes gets beat at too. Okay. Y'all seen the DeAndre Hopkins. All right, young rook. Oh, okay. He hit him with a double move. I'm like, oh, Stokes ain't enough forward speed in the world to catch up with that because, you just got hit on a double move. So that's that. And also his zone defense with multiple routes to one side. If it's just one guy and they in zone and he's over there, he good. But when you got 2 guys and if they so happen to cross routes or, they say his processing plays or processing what the quarterback is doing needs a lot more help. But as far as raw skills, he has them. As far as confidence, he has that. Every play he does something, he's definitely getting up and talking, and you're going to hear it about it. So I think that we need that on his team. I've been saying we need more fiery guys who runs their mouth, right? Jair do a little chirping. Valentine going to do some chirping. You know what I'm saying? And these two, all these guys that we got just look like these kind of dudes who, it's just going to be a different temperament in Green Bay, especially on the defense, man. But, yeah, man, so, again, this guy's all over the place. I do see the raw skills and raw talent. He's definitely belongs in the draft. He definitely belonged to get, drafted. But, again, just like, his last year, again, it just went in reverse. Some guys start off slow and then end up hot, and then that's how their draft profile goes up. He actually started off lukewarm, got hot, and then got a little cold. And then after going cold this last season with those stats I showed you, he decided to not show up at the Senior Bowl and at the Combine. He did a little better at the Pro Day, maybe because he's in the confines of his own, he's used to Penn State or whatever. But damn, I don't know you guys. But again, when you have a brother that is, close to age in you, and you guys both were able to make it to college, that's somebody your whole life you had to feed off of to be good. So I know he's a football player, and obviously nobody in their right mind is going to say he was a first rounder at any point, without actually thinking that, right? Again, he was almost going to be a consensus first rounder a year ago. So, hey, but as late as we're picking him, I don't know what to call it, but, I see a good football player, But again, it's going to take a lot of coaching, molding. It's going to take a lot of, hey, on his own, right? He has to want to get better on his own. And luckily enough, he comes to a franchise where it looks like we're going to give everybody a fair shake. He might work his way in. Now, they put him at corner. I put defensive back because, again, everybody else we got, is like a safety that can play the slide and this and that. So I just put defensive back for him because he can play other positions too. So I'm not sure if he's going to be solidified as a corner. He might play a little safety, and that's the trend that we've been going on. So that's what I got on him, y'all. Sorry, but I just had to, you feel me? I just had to get it all off my chest. Now I'm about to holler at my people, man. I just didn't want to be interrupted. I had to get it all out. And I'm still going to be filling shit that I forgot. So what's up to everybody, man? Big Nate is in the motherfucking house. I'm chilling, bro. After this, I'm going to get to work. But just chilling, man. Just still enjoying this draft. Just still enjoying the growth of this channel. I just want to thank everybody, man, for all their support that they've been doing, man. I don't know yet about him. Again, hey, other dudes come in and I'm sure, oh, yeah, he about to da-da-da-da-da. But this dude, I'm not sure. It's mental to me. Hey, man, he got to have a mental, a bit. Hey, hopefully this help him with his mental. And what he said, you got to, be careful. It's a good thing. But what he said, he uses celebrating after a play to build up his confidence. So that shows that this guy might, be on the fence about a lot of shit. You got kids that's out there, and then let's remember these dudes is kids, right? So let's be a little easier on them. Now, when they get in their fourth, fifth year in the NFL, they want to have their head up their ass. Then we could do something. But these is kids still learning life, bro. Don't want to know, or I don't want to tell y'all what I was doing at age 22, 21. Okay, so, we just got to, they young, and we just got to hey, now is when coaching, now is when programs build people up. Again, Brock Purdy is Mr. Irrelevant. Nobody's seen that coming. So I'm not saying, Big Nate, I'm not saying this dude ain't going to be shit or nothing like that. But I'm saying me seeing the inconsistencies, was he only good because of Joey Porter? Why did he have such a fall off the second year? It wasn't a change in coaches, coordinators, nothing like that. I mean, it was a change in, kind of role because he took the Joey Porter role on, but didn't do as good as Joey Porter. Obviously, Joey Porter is one of his own and seems to be a guy already proven it in the NFL at an early age. So, what I'm saying? Just to know that they were even a tandem, you got to think, and for people to come out and have his back. He kind of grew up with Sauce. They played against each other, throughout high school or something like that. And then for Jaden Reed to step out again, I don't know if his mind was on him before this happened and he fell in the draft. But when he got picked, Jaden Reed put it upon himself to go say, hey, man, this dude ain't no joke. Yes, sir. Shout out to Zane, man. What's the word, man? You already know. Bird is the word today. No, the word today is king. Well, Brandy, you hit it right on the button. Well, you see what it took me to get it out. I'm like, it's all over the place. We got a lot of good. We got some decent. We got some what's going on. It's like, okay, bro, what's wrong with the combine? I mean, again, some people do better at pro days, but that shows you those numbers. You got to be careful. He ran a 4.6 and then a 4.5, like 4.52 at that. So, I don't know, man. Mixed bag. And then again, he gets burnt in the Senior Bowl, right, during drills and stuff, and he gets burnt doing this, doing that. But then, his thing is, oh, well, I'm a game speed guy, which that really does exist. So we're really going to figure out, but he does have the stat line. Let's go over it again. Third in the whole NCAA with 18 passes defended, 30 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 3 interceptions, and a forced fumble. That's a guy who's all over the place. Not to the level of Bullard, not to the level of whoever else we got. But, I mean, that stat line just shows how versatile he is. And versatile has been the key word in our whole draft. For sure, Brandy. I'm just like, yo, I didn't even know where to start, but I hope I did well for you guys. Oh, yeah, hey, I had to mention that. I wouldn't mind. I mean, I would not mind at all. At all. And, he familiar with Campanile, so definitely in Brandy we trust. Shout out to my boy Dave, man. My boy Love Jones in the building. Hey, Brandy, what's going on, bro? When'd you write that? That's my whole deal, bro. Because I was looking at it, I'm like, yo, it's there. And then looking at his film, I'm like, it's there. But for him to fall off that much, I'm telling y'all, hey, a bitch you do that. I'm telling y'all, even me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, dealing with a breakup, I'm trying to act like ain't shit wrong. I'm go out throughout my day. I'm sitting at a red light, and then it turned green. I'm just thinking about her like this in the car. Brr, people, I'm like, oh shit. Then I start driving. Like, sometimes you can't ignore it. You know what I'm saying? It had to be that. It had to be that. Or I would say, what, mental problems? I don't know. He don't like school. Like, it's something that just was a little off to me. So I'm glad I ain't the only one. Wow, Brandy. I don't know when you wrote that, but that's exactly how I feel. And that's why I went over these numbers with y'all. I'm like, look at what he did this year, but then look at what he did the year where he's supposed to be better and he's the number one guy. Those things just don't. Was he getting into it with a coach? Like, what was going on? I think is, girl problems. That's what I think. Yeah, for sure. They got good guys over there. And, listen, you want to feel any better, bro? Rasheed Walker damn near was a seventh round pick or whatever he was, and he started half the games for us. It is not over for you, Kalen King, but it sounded a little whiny, though. Oh, I'm supposed to be this, supposed to be that. All right, now show it, dog. Show it. Hey, if you come ball out, you're going to get a contract. Okay. And it looks like with the team, I hope there's no favoritism. And then again, them saying best five, I really think this Packer team really does it a year by year basis, man. Like, just because Rasheed Walker started last year doesn't mean he will this year. It's got to be a training camp battle. Who knows if you was on your shit during the offseason eating right, training? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Definitely. Definitely. But again, it is very alarming. Very alarming. And then when we took them, just think about when we took them. We don't mind drafting a player who could be considered a project player. We'll do that early because we have faith in our own program and all that. But I don't know, man. For him to drop that far, something's going on. Shout out to Milto, man. Milto is a daily reminder. You guys can hit that like button, subscribe, share, donate, all that good stuff, man. Shout out to Milto. What's up? Yes. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. He was second team Big Ten in 2023, but he had a better year in 2022 and he was third team. So that's why I told y'all these stat lines, certain awards, certain stuff is cool for reference. Okay, he was amongst the best, but that is not the end all be all. So how is he second team in 2023 with less stats than the third team when he was in 2022? I'm just saying, y'all. Shout out to TR, man. TR's in the building. Yeah, but he has an issue, Brandy, of zone when it's two people over there. He still, his head gets, you know what I'm saying? Hey, zone, we playing zone and it's one receiver to his way, cool. But when it's like, if we got gun bunch over there and it's three dudes over there and they playing zone, his ass will get lost in the sauce. They be like, yo, you supposed to be here. He got to improve on that. But again, when the ball's in the air and it's time to attack and it's either him or a receiver, 50-50s, I like him in those. He has a lot of highlights where it was just, okay, we both about to jump. We're going to position our body however we do. And I really believe him playing receiver, really helped him with that. For sure. See, hey, y'all. And that's another thing, I just like to do the cold opens because y'all saying a lot of shit that I said, y'all. And then with that mean we on the same page. I didn't read none of the shit y'all said. I can't because I gotta scroll. But Brandy just tipping my tongue exactly. I'm like, something is like it's mentally, it's a bitch to me. Brandy didn't quite go that route. She like, it's something going on. But I just think that's what it is. But to see himself, he said, hey, whenever I do a good play, I just celebrate to give myself confidence. That shows he might be, hey, you be having it'd be a bitch, she be bad, bro, but she just don't see it in herself. She just thinks she regular, but she look good. It's a lot of, issues like that. The girl who thinks she's fat and she's like 100 or 98 pounds. Phone tripping. Shout out to Angry Casual Fan. I agree with you on that. But what means more to me, first of all, a young leader in Jaden Reed saying, let me pick my boy up. Let me pick my teammate up who I used to go to battle with. For him to go out and step out and say something that's cool. And then for Sauce, too, ain't got shit to do with the Packers, although it is Lambeau East over there. You feel me? But, like, for him to come and say something for sure. And I did mention that, too. So, hey, man. Hey, we are all on the same page. I done mentioned Sauce. I done mentioned Jaden Reed. You know, y'all saying that. I done mentioned something going on with his mental. Brandy said it. I just like that we're all on the same page. God damn it. Shout out to my boy Ernie Martinez, man. You already know. My boy, Gooseby. What's the word? Shout out to the 215, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, that could be possible. But then again, you know, we already got a few. I mean, for sure. For sure. Still not sure, though. You know, he is one guy. It's in the air for me, you know. Well, y'all know I would love to say, fuck that. This dude about to be this, that, and that. I don't know yet. You know, I'm never going, hey, with Jordan Love, I had conviction. With other people, I had conviction because I seen enough. Him, it's just something weird. You know, and it's cool. It could be weird in a good way. I don't know. That's exactly what he did. And at some point, we were going to do that. And with as many as picks we have, you guys are had, it's just like we had to do it. We didn't serve ourselves any justice if we didn't take this kind of flyer. And again, with it being a flyer and us still to know that at some point, somebody or the consensus of people who do this thought he may be a first rounder at any time. You've seen the numbers, you know, in his earlier days in college. He just fucked up in his late days of college, right? Didn't put up the numbers that he did the previous year, what people probably thought he was, number one. Marvin Harrison Jr. ate him for lunch. You know, a guy who, okay, you think you a first rounder, you think you this, you think you that. You could have done better on him. And then, again, Senior Bowl. You think you a first rounder, you think you this, you think you that. You lost some stock in the Senior Bowl because you was getting toasted and roasted. It's on, hey, y'all go look at it, bro. He getting burned by all kind of receivers. Again, it's in drill mode. Half the team over here, half the team over here. Not really a football setting, but I mean, you know, so that shows again confidence. When it's that much close people in, when you're doing drills, maybe he just loses confidence. Maybe he needs to go out there with the big crowd. I don't know. Something is a little missing and maybe a little mental, bro. But for him to say that he bigs himself up by talking shit, I mean, we all do, but like, if you're a shit talker, you talking shit just because that's how you are. But when you say I talk shit to build my own confidence up, that's kind of, you know, I'm like, you should be confident anyway. Again, it's like the young girl look in the mirror and think she ugly and shit. She really a joint. For sure. And yeah, so if any team is equipped, right, to do something with a guy like him, I think it'll be us. A lot of this stuff is interchangeable, but yes, special teams look like, you know, he got to be on that. Shout out to Ernie Martinez, man. Oh, you already know they will. Oh, you know they will. And that's, again, it ain't just about who you got. It's who you putting them with. Yo, you want to flourish? You think you're supposed to be a first rounder? Okay, well, come prove it. Come prove it amongst these guys. And, hey, Romeo, go get him real quick. Hey, Dontavian Wick, hey, he going to get put through the grinder, bro. So we definitely going to know what he's about. Iron sharpens iron. For sure. Hey, but hey, watch it with Quay, man. That's my boy, man. Hey, I ain't, you know, be careful with a nigga that cried too, right? You know what I'm saying? I'd rather boom, boom, beat a nigga up. All right, cool, you won. But, you know, like, I got a little cousin. When that nigga start crying, he don't stop. He just doesn't stop. You rather him not cry. You know, people think, oh, make somebody cry, that make them worse. Hell no, that might bring out the fire in the motherfucker. You make my cousin cry, he gonna keep coming and keep coming and keep coming until you know, it's like, all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, y'all know that nigga who start crying and just start you know, hey, swinging at it, beating up all the kids. You know what I'm saying? What movie was that from? Y'all don't even know. Hey, shout out to TR, man. Hey, grind up, TR. Grind up. Thank you for coming through. Yeah. And I don't even know if they're free. They look free, but I don't know if he just needs more physicality. But yeah, there's enough film out there of him on the line and dudes just boom, get right past him. So Wicks is going to eat him for lunch. Romeo's like he's gonna go through the grinder, so we're exactly gonna know what he's about. But yeah, man. But that's things. I mean, hopefully it can be worked on, right? But yeah, he has issues, with like, yo, as much as press man Halfley likes to do, I'm not sure if we want to do it with this guy, especially not out the gate. For sure, for sure. And then that's another thing too. Teams could change so dramatically, if that is a word. We just made one. Dramatically. Teams could change dramatically from 1 year, especially college, bro. You had fucking 30 seniors last year. Now you come in and, he might have been a senior, but the rest of the, again. So, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's why he's a flyer. It's just a lot of unknown. But, this is a guy. Can you guys hear me now? Because I know you guys think, higher point of view just glazes everybody. He thinks every Packer's the greatest. Yes, they are, until they prove us otherwise. I don't understand why anyone under any situation would talk bad or anything about these picks because, number one, they've not taken a snap. Number two, they did not fucking ask to be drafted by the Packers. The Packers drafted them. And then number three, goddamn it, just because you don't know a motherfucker, well, are you paid to know him? Let the people who's paid to know who these guys are pick them wherever they think fit to pick them. Just because you don't know somebody don't mean that they ain't good. You're just going to throw their whole life away that they 20, 30, 20 something years doing this football shit. And just because you don't know him, hey, he know football. He been playing 20 years. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to Miscellaneous, man. Thank you. Hey, appreciate you for coming through. And, please watch the replay if you can. But yeah, for sure. For sure. That's what I'm saying. Mental with this guy. It's a confidence thing. You say a lot without saying much. When he said, yeah, after a play, nigga, after a play, I'm hyped because I'm just me and I know I'm it. But he said after a play, I like talk mess and do this to build my confidence. Nah, bro, you should be confident already, young fella. You're right. Hey, perfectly said, Milto. If I could pin that comment, I would, but not really because it's been so many great comments in this comment section, man. Oh, yeah, for sure. That too, bro. Competition is just going to be crazy. I wish, man, oh, man, I wish I could go to camp for like 2 days, bro. I had a correspondent, you know what I'm saying, a couple years ago, but I lost contact with him. So we'll see. I had somebody who was going to the practice and stuff and telling me stuff, but I don't know what's going on with them. Hey, you guys, don't take this too seriously with Angry Casual Fan. Hey, man, come on. He can't see Christian Watson, man. Hey, Angry Casual Fan, but all I'm asking, man, week 1, when Christian Watson 6 catches, buck 22 touchdowns, just come holler, bro. Just come holler, man. Hey, Angry Casual Fan, do not fuck with Watson, y'all. I can't wait till and then again, bro. He do got some shit to prove too. Now I've seen enough flashes. We've seen enough games with our eyes in the NFL. It ain't like there's some mystery that this guy's a good player. He just got to keep healthy. Definitely. But him needs a little work. I believe Quay is special for sure, but just needs a little work. And he's been improving. He has been. He's so raw that he came in and just led and tackling because that's just his raw capabilities and abilities. But once he gets this together, once they put that green dot on his head, I was like, okay, Quay got the dot. That means Quay's running the show. And he did for a good majority part of the year. So look like Quay gonna be the middle, bro. And Quay is just, boy, hey, as much as we like Edrin Cooper and the other nigga, Quay is better than them. That's what I'm saying. And he's the middle, right? You can be a little limited and stuff when you're only covering one side, but Quay could cover sideline to sideline. I just can't wait to see General Quay. I wasn't sure if they was going to give it to him. And then again, you had to think they might give it to Quay. If it's not Quay, it's McDuffie. You think they're really about to draft a rookie linebacker, especially in the middle, and give him the green dot? I don't think that's going to work out like that. Quay has been, we'll see what Halfley thinks, man. We'll see what Halfley thinks. Yes, them two, boy. Hey. Listen, them two, you could interchange. Hey, Quay going, hey, I'm a rush this time. They both can guard tight ends. They both can guard running backs out of the backfield. and they both can rush the quarterback. That boy, hey, Cooper is just violent. Violent. Cooper is just pretty much a Quay, but just a right side. I mean, weak side, you know? Hey, that's right, Zane. Hey, tell our boy, Angry Casual Fan that. You know, obviously, Zane is being facetious. I ain't gonna go there, but shit, you know, shit. Christian, give us 1,100. You could do it, bro. Give us 1,100, bro. Absolutely. But Brandy, you know, they saying, oh, he can play safety, like, you know, but yeah, his ass on the, hey, yeah, him and Stokes. It's hard to tell though. It's hard to tell, but to answer your question, yes, I think he's gonna be out there on the outside. Yes, but then again, it's like, are these guys safeties? Fuck safety, fuck cornerback. Like, you just gonna have to call these dudes defensive backs. The Packers are really, we took our O-line philosophy and we really put it on our secondary. We might not have gotten the corner, right? Okay, he's considered a corner. We might not have gotten one. Y'all thought we would get one a lot sooner in this draft. Well, Bullard can do it. You know, the color hair nigga could do it. Oladipo, Dapo, whatever. He could do it. We still got to get on him. I've been looking at a little bit. I am impressed with that. I am impressed with him. Okay. But yeah, man, that's what I got on this guy, man. I'm so happy that, like, yo, I spit my shit. I said what I said, and y'all motherfuckers pretty much doubled up on what I was saying, man. So, you know, I was gonna say I'm impressed. I'm not impressed by y'all anymore. I mean, y'all do this with me. Y'all on here with me every morning. So of course y'all should know, you know, something of what you talking about. Hey, that's a good stat line for him, bro. That's a good stat line for him. I think it is very attainable. I think that is very attainable, Angry Casual Fan. So when he does that, bro, then you gotta have you a joint, you gotta chug a beer, you gotta do something for me, bro. I'll definitely do it. Exactly. Interchangeable and roaming. Post safety, you know, McKinney, start of the play, he all the way back there. He start creeping up, walking up, and then fires in. McKinney again, start of the play, he all the way back there. He start creeping up as soon as the ball hike, boop, shoots back out there. Boy, and he can do all of that when you got a Bullard, when you got a, man, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Listen, it's up to Hafley, and let's please with Hafley, y'all. You know, it took Matt LaFleur. Jeff Hafley is in the same position pretty much, even worse though, than Matt LaFleur was last year. Matt LaFleur is like, hey, new quarterback, dealing with all these new pieces, right? Knew he had some gems, but just had to figure out exactly how to use them. Training camp is not long enough. It's long for us, but for them, it's so short. It's like, damn. Honestly, seriously, anytime as a football player after camp, when it was the first game, I never felt the team was ready. It just went so fast. I'm like, man, we ready to play a game? Do we have enough plays? You know, you start thinking like that. So, you know, give Hafley a little time. And the offense should be able to give Hafley a little time. Can we average 25 to 30 points? You know? I know we're going to throw up a couple 40s on some motherfuckers this year, you know? Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, it's going down. Like, y'all don't know, man. Hello, eraser is what he is. He can erase certain parts of the field. That dude, and then again, look who we putting with him. Like, it's about to be a problem. You know, but again, give Hafley some time. He got to know one little training camp with these guys and then throw them right there into the season. Like, let's be human, you guys. Let's be human. It ain't Madden. You can't just plug them in and they just going to do their best. Even Madden fucks up. You guys know if you watch my gaming channel. Hey, that's a bet. That's a bet, bro. That's a bet, bro. You got to take a picture with that motherfucker. I'm going to put it on the thumbnail, dog. You do that shit, bro. Definitely. And let's not forget about that. We kind of threw Quay like really in a fire, bro. And he came out, you know, a little brute, little, you know, burns here and there, but I think he came out. And I think, you know, and then again, we talking about all these young buck rookies coming in. What you think that's doing to the best? You think Quay, even though we didn't draft the middle per se, you know, one of them, they might be interchangeable too and can play the middle, but Quay got to be looking like, oh, Cooper? Oh, you know, okay. All right. You know, come on. Quay the leader now. Quay the big dog. Yeah, bro. And didn't we get him? I heard he was a sleeper. You know, we'll get into that later. But yeah, that's what I got on this guy, man. Kalen King, listen. 50-50 ball. 50-50 as far as what I think can happen with this dude. You know, a lot of upside, but then, you know, we got to get that mental shit together, bro. Especially in the NFL. That's when you got to be the most strong and mental. So, you know, but I'm gonna end it on that. We will continue on tomorrow, y'all. We're gonna keep knocking. Hey, we got time. Ain't no game on Sunday. We're gonna keep knocking out these draft picks. Might even get into the undrafted free agents, y'all. I mean, again, we got a lot of days to just, you know, go over this shit until it really starts getting, you know, intense and stuff. Camp starting, rookie mini camp, stuff like that. Hey, bro, it looked like it. Hey, 2-year extension, Brandy. 2-year extension, Brandy. I agree, Packers Kingdom. Okay, thank you, Dave. I knew we got him. Hey, shout out to the homie in the building. I appreciate you. Brandy called it. Y'all know who we doing tomorrow. Y'all know who we doing tomorrow. So Brandy called it. I already start looking a little though. I'm like, I like this motherfucker. He a little weird, but it's all good. I ain't gonna call him weird. I ain't gonna do him like that. All right, but we out. Shout out to my boy David Niehoff, man. Brandy Lewis, of course. Brandy Carter, you already know who coming tomorrow. Shout out to Gooseby coming through and sticking with us, man. Thank you for hanging out, bro. I appreciate you, seriously. Packers Kingdom, of course. My boy Niehoff, you already know. Shout out to TR for coming through. My boy Angry Casual Fan. Hey, Christian Watson gonna prove you wrong, bro. Zane Strong, you already know what it is. Milto, hey, if y'all forgot, hit that like button. My boy Milto's in the building. Thank you for Miscellaneous coming through. Hopefully you see the rest of the show. You know, I've been trying to keep these short, but y'all know sometimes y'all need to be like, all right, shut the fuck up, you know, not in them words, but you know how I go. Again, TR again, Ernie Martinez, thank you for coming through. My boy Jared Reyes coming through. Make sure I got everybody. If I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. My homie Love Jones, man. Shout out to Love Jones. My boy Big Nate, Packers fan with swagger. Kick this thing off, and I'm out of here, man. Tomorrow, more. Hey, another safety. Another safety. And now this guy, I'm just going to let y'all know, I'll probably be a little more excited about him than the guy today. And even though with today, bro, I just want to get the mental shit out the way. I just, you know, we got to figure it out with this guy. But if any team can do so, it's the Green Bay Packers. So I'm out.